Testing, 1, 2, mic check, 1, 2. This sound check. Hey, welcome to the show. Evelyn Underwood in the building. Freedom Thompson. Frida Thompson in the building. Today's show should be interesting. I want the audio just right. I'm gonna try not to be all up on the mic. And for those of you who go live and stuff, and those of you that's taking my class and stuff, I just figured out something. You gotta really click that go live button really fast. When you click start screening or streaming or whatever, you gotta go to the studio and click. As soon as you see that blue, it's like a contest. As soon as you see that blue, you click it, go live. I use multiple home screens on my laptop, so once I click start streaming, I click over and I see the studio, and I'm waiting for that blue light to come on to say go live. And don't hesitate, don't wait all day to click that, because the longer you wait, the longer the latency. The family is doing well. Thanks for asking. Matter of fact, I had to wait till the family kind of settled down, you know. I had to wait for the dishwashing machine to go off, or we would have had all kind of noise in the background. So, being that I know I have a smart chat room, a very intelligent chat room, people of high intelligence, people that's most likely know more than me. I know for a fact that some of the people in my chat room have high levels of education and been part of organizations and all kinds of things. So I'm not going to pretend that I know more than anyone else. I just like to read and research a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Well, some people just like to watch. It's all good. And some people waiting for the drama to begin. And, you know, they might be. I might do a little trolling later. I got some stuff. I got some hot irons on the stove for later on. We gonna get it intellectual at first, and then we'll ease into the fuck shit. Okay? So, check this out. I am a Negro, or black man, or African American, or an indigenous man, whatever you want to do. I like to say man of hue, H-U-E, human. Okay. Hath not a Negro eyes, hath not a Negro hands, organs, dimensions, senses, affections, passions, fed with the same food, hurt with the same weapons, subject to the same disease, healed by the same means, warmed and cooled by the same winters and summers, as a Christian is. That's a hint right there. If you prick us, do we not bleed? If you tickle us, do we not laugh? If you poison us, do we not die? And if you wrong us, shall we not revenge? If we are like you in the rest, we will resemble you in that. If a Negro wrong a Christian, what is his humility? Revenge? If a Christian wrongs a Negro, what should his sufferance be by Christian example? Why? Revenge. The villainy you teach me, I will execute, and it shall go hard, but I will better the instruction. Yes, and R.I.P. Kobe Bryant. Let's not forget that. I just didn't want to start out predictable and cliche, but we have lost a good one. Matter of fact, let's have a moment of silence for Kobe Bryant right now. Okay, we are back. We are back. Looking for my notes. Those were the words of Shylock. I just substituted the word Jew for Negro. Okay? Some saw him as a villain, and some saw him as an ordinary man, if not a modern man, or not a hero, but just a man with a strong belief who later converted. But I don't think he was much as a villain as they portrayed. I think that his penalty for being who he was probably too strong. And I'm not going to pretend to be a Shakespearean expert, but I was buying some groceries and the clerk talked to me about Shylock, and he was a non-African American, and he's studying African American poetry and stuff for his and art for his college course. And so I've been shopping there and having interesting conversations, and he mentioned Shylock. I mentioned The Last Poets and Gil Scott-Heron to him, and he mentioned Shylock to me. So Shylock is one of the most interesting of Shakespeare's characters. Shylock is a Jewish moneylender in The Merchant of Venice, father to Jessica and enemy of Antonio. And the merchant of Venice, Shylock, agrees to lend money to Bassanio, with Antonio as the guarantor. It took a fair amount of time until Shylock actually agreed to loan, as Shylock had a grudge against Antonio, as Antonio had always abused Shylock, as Antonio is a Christian and Shylock is a Jew. Shylock is a victim of racism. An example of this is Antonio spit on Shylock and verbally and physically abused him. Shylock is definitely the antagonist, and there is no clear protagonist in The Merchant of Venice. Shylock is clearly a villain, as he takes advantage of people in vulnerable economic situations and makes a handsome living in this way. Aren't we all have the same Father? Nobody is exempt. Nobody. What is a Christian means to be like Christ and nothing else. Facts. I can't do the moment of silence of my brother. Charge my head, not my heart. Like I said, I have such intelligent people in the chat that always show up and say smart things. People who have studied, people who have read, but still, can take it there if they have to. You know what I'm saying? At my workplace, my place of business, I've been self-employed for quite a while, and I don't claim to be somebody that's well off, but I learned one thing, that we keep the talk of sex, religion, and politics to a minimum, and I can even add sports. Sex, religion, and politics talk in my workplace can jeopardize my business. I can lose customers. They might not even say nothing to you. They just may not come back. See, the deal with Shylock, I'm looking for this other quote. I gotta find this other quote. Yes. See, the guy owed him some money and he couldn't pay up, so now he wants what he agreed to. If you can't give me my money, I want a pound of flesh from you. Give me my pound of flesh. And that's where all the drama started. That's what got Shylock in trouble. But he had a very good argument for why he wanted his pound of flesh. And if I cannot find that argument, then I'm going to have to paraphrase and ad-lib on the argument. And I am not Shakespeare. What's up, Patty, in the building? You dismissed me the intro a little bit, but we're still on point. We're discussing right now. We're just discussing Shylock, the Merchant of Venice, and I was about to wrap it up with him. Well, the thing with Shylock, I mean, we could really go deep, but I don't want to bore you with that stuff. But when I was thinking of Shylock, I was thinking almost of Martin Luther King a little bit, but But like I said, he's portrayed as a villain. But you know, a deal is a deal. People knew what they was going into, and even when the person who treated you like shit needed something from you, he went ahead and did business with that person. And everybody knew what time it was. It is what it is. You see what I'm saying? And he did his part. And he said, you know, you have these beliefs that are different than mine, but based on what you believe in, you should understand the justice that I want. You know? Now, it was tough for him to be what he was at that time, and you know, had to do business with people of a different belief. But they portrayed him as the villain, which he sort of kind of was, because he did kind of take advantage of people, but they didn't have to punish him as they did for a deal that he didn't force nobody into. He said, I wanted my pound of flesh. If you can't pay me in my money that I loaned you with the interest, then I need a pound. You agreed to giving me a pound of flesh. It wasn't metaphorical. It wasn't a joke. And that's what got Shylock wrapped up in the system. But but I need to find this other quote to wrap this argument up. But it's not over. Let me see what Evelyn says. Maybe my broad, this is over my head or too deep for a girl like me. I have nothing, not even my own life. I'm dust. I'm going to listen and get something out of your commentary and breakdown. Well, thank you for your honesty, and I mean that sincerely. Shakespeare is pretty deep. You know, we ain't gonna go into the other stuff. I'm not an expert on Shakespeare, but some of his characters are interesting. Okay. And Shylock, I'm gonna have to paraphrase. Basically, Shylock said, you know, you own slaves, you own livestock, you know, you own these animals and all of this stuff. He said, why don't you let them basically marry into your family and become regular people, and let them become your heir to your assets? And they were like, oh no, we can't do that. So then why do you have an issue with me requesting my pound of flesh from the person who owes me? You're taking flesh for money the same as I am. Now that's all in my words, my paraphrasing, and me surmising what I got from it. Okay. But if you want to see some interesting reads, study the Merchant, the trial, and I'm still checking it out myself. I cheated. I went to Shylock quotes, but later on tonight I'll be going over the trial and stuff like that. Yeah, and right on, Evelyn. Right on. So, enough of Shylock and Shakespeare. Shylock was just the hustler of his time. He was the Jay-Z of his time. You know what I'm saying? And people wasn't feeling him. But he was a very logical person. And I think later on he converted. You see what I'm saying? So let's change the mode. You know, Robert De Niro played Shylock in the movie. Played the hell out of it. So what's happening? We in the building. Your girl is live. No, well, I know Vic is live. But your girl might be live too. Thanks, Evelyn. All the tracks is my own. I just let them rock in the background. I don't make no announcement, but right on. Thank you for the compliment. Yeah, I mean, the arguments, you know, I mean, we could have used Shylock's arguments in civil rights court. When we was trying to get our freedom, we could use those same arguments, some same quotes. You know, we could. Man, I had to go live. Let me tell you something. I watched a cell phone video of the helicopter crashing. Okay, Truth Teller or somebody has had a video clip. He the only one that I knew. Nobody else saw it. You know, everybody talking about they was the first to go live about it. And your boy King Rob came with the conspiracy, right? You know, I went straight to his channel. I knew he was gonna come with the conspiracy. And then later on, someone inboxed me about somebody else's theory, in which I appreciate it. Thank you very much. But I saw the thing. The helicopter was spinning out of control. It was almost like it had no propellers. It was spinning in a crazy way until it hit the ground. You know, I did not see a fire on the helicopter. If there was a fire in the helicopter, it must have been inside. I did not see no flame, no light, no glare. I saw in the video on Truth Teller or whatever's page, it was out of control until they hit the ground. When it hit the ground, it was a huge fireball, like a huge explosion. It hit the ground like it was a bomb that fell out the sky. You know, when I seen it hit the ground and explode, I already knew nobody survived. Unfortunately, I found out moments later that his 13-year-old daughter was on the helicopter with him. And for those of you that don't understand the title, this is like Prince Under the Cherry Moon. It's like Prince asked the lady, well, you hang out with black folks and all that, you think you know us and our lingo, then tell me what's a Weka stove? A Weka stove? And he wrote it down on a piece of paper. Yeah, what is a Weka stove? But basically, L7 comes from Rick James, right? Rick James would say L7 square. So The title is 1L7 for you to be into. So 1 square for you to be into, His Lordship.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what the title is. It's code. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, some people like to leave the past. I like to leave the past too. But if it's if it's recent past, one person was quoted as saying, whatever happened 15 years ago should stay in the past. And you know what? I agree. What happened 15 years ago, if you did what it is, let it go. But we gonna talk about what happened 1 year ago. What came out people's mouth 1 year ago. We talking about months ago. I'm ready to step into the theater. Let's step into the theater. Okay, now we are in the theater. I'm going to ask everyone to turn off their Bluetooth headsets because the blue light on your headsets distract the other people that are watching the movie. Also, put your phones on silent or put it on do not disturb. If you can switch your, on my phone, I can make it look like infrared. So when I look at it in the dark, it doesn't distract anyone. But we're going to appreciate your, you not disturbing the other people in the audience because we want them to get the full impact of what they're about to see and hear. Okay? We're going to take a trip back down memory lane. I hope no one's feelings will be hurt and nobody will be offended. This is for teaching purposes. I'm just bringing awareness and making sure that people understand the full impact of what they say and how things you say in the past and the recent past may come back to haunt you. Okay?
He wish the guy he had a female over there that give head as good as I do. I bet you he don't even get head that much. At least see me, I love giving head. Morning, noon, and night. It's my favorite thing to do. Dude, you ain't got to. But all my exes do, so you ain't gotta worry about that.
So listen to her giving Nature Boy advice on how to be a better cult leader.
Yo, horizons, sweetheart, you thinking too small. You thinking too small. And that's your problem. You already got the respect, Nature Boy. You ain't gotta tell me what to do. I don't pay Mr. D no attention at all. I pays him no attention. So what I'm telling you is this: study what you want to be. If you want to go with the Egyptians, that's fine. You can do that. But what you want to do is create your own. You're creating a new nation. So everything must be new. So all the rules, the laws, and everything else must be rewritten. And that means you will come up with those rules. So what you should have did when them kids got here was this. You could have did it more spiritual like this here. Shut up. I'm not talking to you. I'm helping Nature Boy out here. What you should have did was when you got there, like you did, old girl, show them getting off the plane. Then you show them coming to where you live. And then you show them basically your routine. So you might do in the morning, you might do a meditation in the morning. You might do a morning prayer in the morning. Y'all may have where
Let's unpack that. Let's unpack that. She said, you're creating a new nation, you know, and I could give you some game. You're doing all right, but you know you messing up. So let me give you some game on creating a new nation. This is what you should do. And she thought Peter Winch was Nature Boy, and when he said you should be minister of information, you should come down here and be minister of information, she giggled like that was cute. And I told her, I said, well, you know, my cousin told her, whatever, that ain't Nature Boy. And she said, go ask Vic. That is Nature Boy. Go ask Vic if you don't believe me. That's Nature Boy. You know what I'm saying? And then the cold part, somebody typed something in the chat room, and she said, shut up. I'm helping Nature Boy. Now, how do you get away with that? When you play a video clip out of context and say Vic is Team Nature Boy, and Nature Boy said it, not Vic. Now, you said Nature Boy was a liar, but when he said something about Vic, all of a sudden he's not a liar anymore. Now he's the most upstanding, the most honest, right person when he says something negative about somebody you don't like. But other than that, everything else he said is wrong. But the word shut up, I'm helping Nature Boy, came out of your mouth, not Nature Boy's. When Nature Boy said Vic is Team Nature Boy, that came out of Nature Boy mouth, out of context. Even if it was in context, he was a liar before that. All of a sudden, he's not a liar when he speaks on Vic. But you incriminated yourself in the video. It came out of your mouth. Shut up. I'm helping Nature Boy. And you weren't even talking to the real Nature Boy. Okay? So anyway, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all wasn't ready for that. Hello, how you doing? Let me say first that it is time for all the children to be tucked in. They've been up past their bedtime. They had a little bit too much cookies, a little bit of too much crackers, a little bit of too much milk. You know what I'm saying? Staying up late, past your bedtime, too many sweets. It's not a good deal. So now it is time for his lordship to tuck in the youngins, put them in their place, let them know that children shouldn't be up when grown folks are up. Children shouldn't be speaking when grown folks are speaking. This is an adult game. It's an adult world. And some people or some person doesn't know when to let go, because no matter how many times you tell a lie, it still ain't the truth, and nobody's going to believe you. Even if you're telling the truth now, you done told so many lies that we can see right through you. So anyway, now I'm showing myself in the form of a cartoon, and you will see a lot more of me because I am starting somewhat of a cartoon series. So right now I'm looking for a title. So anyway, if you got any ideas, let me know. I just upgraded my animation software, and it's interesting. Now you can see the wrinkles in the character forehead. You can see more facial expression, more texture in the skin. It is really crazy. I've been working with this software since version 4, and now I'm using version 11. But I've been using version 7 for a long time. But I still got a lot to learn, a long way to go. But I really like this animation software. I can make it look like cartoons too. But that's what I did, the mole intro and all that stuff. I did that. I'm gonna be doing some more stuff with that. Oh yeah, I got you, Evelyn. I got you, Evelyn. I'm just gonna try to, I'm gonna put the little jewels out there. If she wanna pick them up, she can. If not, that's on her. I'm gonna put the little info, little tidbits, little trinkets out there. And a wise one would peep game. A wise one would peep game. Because it ain't easy being this greasy. It ain't easy doing live shows, and you want to be liked, and you want to get subs. Obviously, she's doing something right because she got more subs than me. I think lying and becoming a spectacle and spreading misinformation will make you hot. It give you lots of views and viewers when you go live. Being unprofessional, eating while you live, cussing people out, disrespecting people, letting people on your show and hanging up on them, blocking people. All these negative things make your show hot. I don't do these things, so my show is mediocre. So really, I got some nerve trying to tell somebody else what they should do with their show. But I try to lead by example. It's all gravy. So I'm just chilling on this Sunday. Wanted to get a live show in before I start working on some new material, some new visuals, new songs and stuff like that. I hope some people catch the playback and stuff like that. I actually got more video to put in the theater. I just have to make sure that everything is aligned right, appropriately, so we can have symmetry, so everything flow right. That's crazy. Oh, okay. Yeah, so right now I'm looking for other video files. They're set up. I just gotta pull it in. So I'm gonna need your patience for that. Wow, that's deep. That is deep, Evelyn. That's what I'm talking about. And just for that, I'm gonna have to come with harder material. So I'm not gonna spare the rod on this one. I just want to make sure that it's properly centered and stuff like that. Now, the thing is, I can't see it until I play it. So it's going to be like, it's either going to be just right or it's going to be in the corner of the room. Nah, you know what? This video too hard. Maybe I might not go there. Cause we cool now, to an extent, you know what I'm saying? But I still have to use this for for teaching purposes. So here we go. Back to the theater.
See, if I was to ever have sex with you, you would never want any one of your females no more. But I would never do that. Because you can't handle me sexually, dude. Don't let the size fool you. See, that's the underestimate. But then they say, Mr. Nature Boy, in the game of life, never underestimate your opponent.
You're traveling through another dimension. A dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. A journey into a wondrous land whose boundaries are that of imagination. Your next stop, the Twilight Zone.
All right, I hope you're ready for this ride. This one is this is a tough one. This one I really didn't want to play, but I gotta play it just for historical purposes, and just so we can put things, we gotta put things in perspective with this. All right? In perspective. Just put things in perspective, okay? Yeah. I'm not playing this to, to cause any trouble or nothing like that. It is what it is. Let me make some adjustment to the ratio, the screen ratio here. Okay.
Don't try to apprehend it.
And that's a good question. That is, single people giving married people advice and single people giving people with relationships advice. Wow. She done lost her complete whole mind. Not partial mind, but complete whole mind. You know what I'm saying? Every time she do stuff like this, I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to begin. I'm trying to find her picture. I must have deleted her transparency. Where's her transparency? Oh, here we go. Let me put her boyfriend up there first. He all up on her too. Let me see. So yeah, I know. And look, this is from her chat room yesterday. Yesterday, she was messing with the baby again, and when she showed the naked baby more than once, one of the times, the first time she showed the Nature Boy's naked baby, somebody in the chat room made this text, and that person didn't get blocked, and everybody laughed, and it said, "Her lips tired like giving a blowjob." They talking about the baby. This is Latanya's chat room. This is your girl. Yeah. And we don't work for Nature Boy. I don't know what the hell she's talking about. Her ass is a noob, a N-O-O-B, a noob to the whole internet thing, or especially to YouTube. Yeah, you see that? They talking about the baby. All those comments is about the baby. So you can't say that person was talking about something else. This is what goes on in Latanya's chat room. You know what I'm saying? This is her clique, her following. You know, thanks for BT 1100. I got that document, courtesy of BT 1100. Yeah, your girl. She's sick. Now she said she taking she said she'll be taking donations and sponsorship for not only herself but also for Vic too. So she said, you know, a lot of Vic people are over here now because Vic ain't live right now, and Vic got clout by Carbonation, so they're hanging out with me until he get back on point. So if you want to donate to Vic or me, I'll make sure Vic will get his money. So she collected money. She said she's gonna start collecting money for Vic now. But if y'all wanna, while y'all over here, cause I know Vic's people are over. This is Latanya speaking though. While you over here, I know his people over here. So if you want to donate to him while he offline or whatever, and I'll make sure that it get over to him. She crazy. Exactly. What? One two one two. What the fuck, man? This is a old recording. I had some buffering when I was live. This is an old recording. So this is from last year.
Y'all just coming over here for two reasons. And let me tell you why. Why Trip Me Out sent you or Dum Dum sent you. But either way it goes, one of y'all ain't nothing but mad because y'all want his ass to come back. You want his ass to come back so y'all can make money off of him because a lot of y'all are losing money because he gone. Sorry, I want him gone. Permanently. I don't want him gone temporarily. I don't ever want to see his ass on social media no more, period. Now after all, may not come back to Vic's channel. That's why they're over here. They're over here until it's over with. Until this situation is over with, I am bringing Vic's people over here so they won't go to Dum Dum. So I decided some of them still may want to donate to Vic. But they're not going to do it on Vic's channel because of what? Okay, let them speak. May not come back to Vic's channel. That's why they're over here. They're over here until it's over with. Until this situation is over with, I am bringing Vic's people over here so they won't go to Dum Dum. So I decided some of them still may want to donate to Vic. But they're not going to do it on Vic's channel because of what? Okay, let them speak. There are a lot of women who are single mothers because dudes have told them they wanted to be with them and they wanted to be in relationships with these females, and we give our bodies to y'all and then we turn around and get pregnant and y'all walk out that door leaving your sons and your daughters behind. There she go. Naked. 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 No clothes on. There you have it.
So of course I edited out the whole image. It was the baby
Leave this shit
head
here.
to toe naked.
Dude, put me back. Send me somewhere. Please, somebody, please come get me. That's how she looking. She like, you bitch. You wait till I start talking. I got some words for you and my daddy. Y'all damn near killed me, you trifling bitches. Y'all, you letting this motherfucker do you dirty, you bitch. You letting this man disrespect you, you bitch. And I got respect for you. I ain't never gonna have no respect for you, bitch. I ain't even gonna like your ass, bitch. If you don't even have no respect for yourself, I damn sure ain't gonna have no respect for you, bitch. I just don't like you. Look at her face. You can't tell.
Oops. We're gonna have to run that back. We're just gonna do it in a different way. But the deal is, you can see Elena's whole shoulder and breast while she was breastfeeding her. It's just that I cropped it so it wouldn't be so vulgar. I just couldn't laugh, and I don't know what's going on. I must have turned the volume down, but you know what was going on based on the clip before. You know what I'm saying? So, in the video before the last one, like I said, the last two, I cropped it. You couldn't get the full effect. You saw Elena's whole left side with the baby when she was doing this, because she likes to film things in portrait mode. So in portrait mode, you see more. But what I did, I'm only showing half her screen. Just imagine a mother breastfeeding while she's talking like this and making a joke out of this. But this is what gets views. This is what gets fans. This is what gets you 1,000 subs on 2 different channels. You see what I'm saying? This is what gets you a super chat and support. But yeah, I see what you're saying, Evelyn. Yeah. Now, this next video, I'm not going to play. I just need to make sure that it's like cropped right. So I'm just going to play a little bit, just because when I do another show, I might play it. So this is just a screen test. Disregard this video. I'm not going to play it in its entirety, just the beginning part.
Yeah, AK-47, 30 round. like, y'all play around there. That's okay. I'm trying not to crowd him too much. I'm getting nervous. Especially you, bro. I wouldn't crowd him, bro. You tall and big, bro. Yeah, I wouldn't crowd him.
With guns, all women, men, don't matter, nigga. They all had guns, right? So then, they fucking pulled Grandmaster Chief out of the car as they blocked the road. And they tried to, like, skirt off on a nigga. And we recorded that, too. They really tried to, like, dash off on us on some, like, Mario Kart type shit. Like, racing. Like, they was gone, trying to, like, escape us, trying to ditch us. But we followed them. And we ended up going to their, I don't know what to call it. Their station.
Eating like a motherfucker.
Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, I just wanted to get the ratio right on that. What's up, Average Joe Lamar in the building? Yeah, that's for like another show. I'm not even going to show that. Let me read the chat right quick. All right. Absolutely, Evelyn. I agree 100%. Nature Boy slap. You know, Nature Boy did a concert in Atlanta. You know, I did a video. I called it Nature Boy Live in Concert, but really, it wasn't that glamorous. It was an open mic at a spot. Right? Little spot. He was talking about it earlier, walking around the neighborhood, the city, whatever. And then he went to this open mic spot and they charged him $25. Like if you went on stage and got on the mic, I think you didn't have to pay for that. But if you wanted to play music behind you, it costs $25 to play music behind you. So Carbonation did 2 songs. They had to pay $25 a piece for those songs. And the song that Nature Boy sung over is somebody else's copyrighted material. And the fact that they charged him to play that instrumental that they didn't own, that was a violation of artist rights. And for him to perform over that music and with his own lyrics and everything and do a performance with that track, that was a violation of artist rights. But, you know, since he's small fries or whatever, he'll get away with it. But in Atlanta, man, it's so many labels and stuff and publishing companies and artist rights lawyers and stuff like that. It's just a matter of time. And I knew that second track was not his, because if you look at the sound quality between the track from Nubian and then the track that Nature Boy was over, it was like night and day. One was mastered, one was unmastered. One was well mixed and the other one was amateurly mixed. And I know a lot of good people who that can mix well at home with their home studio or whatever. But if you don't study your craft and you think you know it all, it sounds good to me. It sounds good to you. Yeah, it's not, that's usually ain't the case. But they did, they was jamming though. I will give them that I'm not no hater. Even though Nature Boy was using somebody else's track, he was up there. He was up there like Maxwell or somebody. And and Pice and Nubian was up there like what's his name, Soldier Boy and Jay Dilla or somebody. So, or Childish Gambino or some shit. So it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Maribel Hernandez in the building. I know it's popping out there in the YouTube streets. So y'all missed the beginning. I was quoting Shakespeare in the beginning. We was quite intellectual at the beginning, and then it went all downhill from there. Straight up, Evelyn, straight up. Yes, that little symbol right there on the screen is where it represents when the people, the peasants, defeated the castle in France so everyone could have wealth and everyone could eat good. They got tired of being separated and treated like crap, and the king living and eating better. But this is actually a replica in the United States. This is a smaller version of the Bastille statue in the city of SF, California, in their Union Square. So this picture was taken from probably 30 feet away. Yes, Maribel, in the beginning, I was quoting Shylock. Okay, the merchant. And I don't want to spoil it, so I'll let you catch the beginning later on. Yeah. So, I just came on to shoot the breeze, spread the word, chop up some game. You know what I'm saying? I didn't mean to be disrespectful or to hurt anyone's feelings. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to reflect and show people that we shouldn't forget the most recent past, especially when people are unapologetic about what they've said or what they may have done. You see what I'm saying? If you say you don't regret anything that you have done or said about this Nature Boy situation, then you shouldn't be offended by anything from this Nature Boy situation that we go over again or rehash. So that's all I got for now. All right. I have no more magic tricks left. But I appreciate everyone coming out. I'm going to work on some more animation. I got this, I guess, an update on my animation software, my bootleg BitTorrent software. I went and checked and see that they had something more up to date than what I previously owned. So I'm going to play with that, and I'm going to share that with you. I'm gonna try to sample some voices off of previous recordings and make it look like, I'm just play around with it and see what I come up with. I'm really getting into this animation stuff. You see, I had your girl doing cartwheels, and look, if you want to see any of the animation that you may have missed or anything like that, I'm putting a series on Instagram. You can watch the full length version of the animations and stuff like that. Make sure, if you're not connected to Instagram, LORDSHIP 2020, you know what I'm saying, make sure you connect with that. And I just want to say right on for everybody showing up. I know these streets are busy, but for the people that's lurking in the back, shout out to you too. Right on, Exerber. Exerber be out there, boy. I be looking at I be in other chats like, bam, man. I think Exerber got a wrench everywhere. Where do you not have a wrench, Exerber? Exerber got charisma. You know what I'm saying? All right, Maribel. Appreciate you coming through. And I'm gonna go do some trolling. All right. All right. Peace and hair grease.
I'm the magnificent.
Tell them what your name is.
I'm the magnificent.
Yo, man, I don't think they heard you. Why don't you tell them what your name is?